Hi, this is Sweet June coming back at you with another video. Um, I have it on CNN.com, and they're talking about Chris Cuomo. He was a news anchor that worked at CNN. And they were talking about how he got fired because of sexual misconduct. A woman came forth, a lawyer, I guess he was working with, came forth and said that I'm not going to read this whole article. This is the article. I don't know if I could play that video or not. I don't know if I'm allowed to play that, but um, um, said first he was suspended. Basically, what the article is saying in a nutshell that he was suspended first, and then he was fired. I guess a lawyer. Uh, a few hours it says a lawyer, Deborah Katz, had on Wednesday told CNN of alleged allegation of sexual misconduct made by Chris Cuomo by a client of hers. Okay, so it's what's going on here? It's a lawyer that's representing the person that um is making the allegation towards Chris Cuomo. Um, I don't know what this is popping up here. I don't know how I get out of this. I don't know what this is popping up. I don't know how to get out of it. But anyway, I don't know what this is popping up here. I'll be getting these pop-ups on here. But yeah, CNN spokesperson said in a statement based on the report we received regarding Chris's conduct with his brother's defense, we had cause to terminate. When new allegations came to us this week, we took them seriously um, and saw no reason to delay taking immediate action. So CNN is going to protect their coins. CNN is going to protect their image and they're going to protect their coins. They're not really going to be concerned about him. But yeah, someone's coming forth and saying that Chris Cuomo um, had misconduct, sexual, well, she was harassed, I guess, by him. So I guess at this point, CNN at first they suspended him, but now he's being terminated. Um, I just want to bring forth the point. The reason why I'm talking about this is because I want to talk about men. Men need to watch their conduct. Um, it's very important for men to your conduct watch your conduct as a man, because we living in a time where women can come forth after years of the initial um, contact. They can come back after years with no kind of proof or evidence and say that you were inappropriate, the man was inappropriate, and all that. And we're seeing this more and more. Everybody's, I know that everybody's aware of the Bill Cosby situation, where women came forth 30 years later and said that he gave them drugs and all that situation. And so we're living in that time now. I'm very concerned with because if you have men in your family, you have a husband or you have male relatives, you have male children. This is something to really think about, because anybody can, especially black men, anybody can come forth and say, well, he did this and he did that, and now they're taking legal action against. It used to be that a woman had to prove that she was violated. It used to be if a woman was raped, she would have to go to do a rape kit. They would have to be some type of proof that the woman was violated. Now they're just going by the woman's word. Now, um, I know everybody know. I know in Hollywood, a lot of that has taken place over years and years and years. Everybody knows about the Hollywood casting couch and things like that. And so I a part of me is happy that these women are able to get justice now, because this is stuff that's was happening in the industry for years and years and years, and women didn't have any rights. Women didn't have a leg to stand on. So a part of me is happy that as a woman that women are able to get justice now. So I mean that is a good thing, but it's a flip side to that, that when you a man, you might think that you're not doing something, that you may think that you're not doing something that's inappropriate, but what you are doing is in fact inappropriate. Now, why women come forth years later to say something, I don't know. I'm not exactly clear on that. Um, I don't know why women come forth years later. I mean, I know trauma is something that can go on for years. If a woman is traumatized by something, it can go on for many, 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 many years. And we, like I said, we living in a time where women can come forth, and I guess there's no statutes or limitations on sexual assault or whatever. And they may see that other women are coming forth, and that might be giving them the courage to come forth and address the situation with their accuser. So that might be a reason why a lot of women are starting to come forth now, because they see that other women are coming forth and those women are getting justice. So they're making the decision that let me go ahead and come forth with my situation too, because I'm still traumatized by this. Because trauma is something that it can go on for years and years and years and decades. And the woman, it could be years and decades later, and the woman is still traumatized by it. So they're seeing the other women come forth, and it gives them the courage to come forth with their situation as well. But my message to men is, men, you need to watch your conduct. Men need to watch their conduct. I tell my sons this when they're in the workplace, when you in the workplace, don't be flirting with the women, don't touch them inappropriately. Just watch your step. I mean, because even a woman, a man don't have to be doing nothing to a woman. A woman can accuse. It's a scary time to be a man, especially a black man. Because women can just come forth and say something and they'll believe it, especially if you're a black man. So I that kind of concerns me because I have two sons. So um, if a woman feels like she's been abused or a situation like that, she can come forth years later. So men, you need to watch it. I tell my both of my sons this. You gotta watch. My youngest son is a little stubborn, but I tell both of them, when you're in the workplace, please watch your conduct. Watch your conduct. Don't be putting your hands on women. Don't touch them. Don't try to flirt with them. Don't do nothing. If they try to make sure that, you know, um, when you're talking to them, other people are around, and make sure you're not in a situation to where you're alone with someone. And so I try to give my sons pointers, because this is crazy. I mean, you know, um, men have been getting in a lot of trouble because of this. And the mayor of New York, Giuliani, was it just Giuliani? I think it was. He got fired because, well, he was forced to resign because of the same situation. And he said that, um, I think he got in trouble for hugging women or whatever. He said that's just the way he greets people. That could be very true too, because he's Italian, and I think Italians are very affectionate like that. So he said that's just the way he do when he greets people. He hugs people. Sometimes he kisses people. And a woman, somebody didn't find it appropriate, and they reported him. And so he was forced to resign. So men, you just gotta watch your conduct. You gotta watch your conduct. Don't touch a woman unless you're invited. I told my sons maybe they need to have a contract when they date. They need to draw up a contract, make her sign it and everything. That's crazy, but just watch your conduct. I know years ago I was working at a training. I was doing some training when I was in my 20s. I was doing some training with Goodwill, and just trying to get some basics, some skills, some training and stuff. And this guy put his hand on. He touched my butt, and I got really upset with him. I said, "Don't you put your hands on me." Because this guy was flirting with me, and he was like, I guess he was in a relationship with a white woman because he's like, well, I need to give up my white woman. Maybe I need to give up my white woman or something he was saying to me to that effect. I can't remember everything verbatim. But it's crazy talking about he can give up his white woman or whatever. And he was flirting with me and stuff, and then he put his hand on my butt. And I remember getting really upset with him. I told him, "Don't you ever put your hands on me again." I don't know why I didn't report him. I should have reported him. Um, but I told him, I said very firm, I said, "Don't you ever put your hands on me again. You do not put your hands on me." And I made sure that I was very firm with him. I was very clear with him. I mean, he didn't touch me again after that, but he didn't have no business touching me in the first place, especially on my bottom. So I was very upset, and I was very firm with him. I said, "Don't you ever put your hands on me again." This was years ago. I was in my 20s. I said, "Don't you ever put your hands on me again." And I said, that was just, it was just inappropriate. The men don't have the right to touch a woman, particularly in the workplace. You don't touch a woman in areas. You do not touch a woman, period. You don't put your hands on a woman, period. If it's in a business type situation, in a professional setting, a handshake will do. You just give the woman a simple handshake. No hugging or nothing like that. No touching her arms or whatever. Just a simple handshake will do. So that goes for men in the workplace. That goes for men in spiritual settings, because that can happen in the church setting too, where everybody try to be doing them church hugs. Maybe that's something that men need to rethink. That instead of giving a woman, I know at the Kingdom Hall we shake hands. We don't, because most of the brothers are married anyway, so we shake hands. We don't do church hugs, except maybe with the sisters or something like that. But as far as with the men, no, we shake hands. So that's something for men to think about. Don't never touch a woman inappropriately. Don't be saying stuff, because men have been getting away with this stuff for years, and they thought that there was nothing wrong with it. And so now we're living in a time where women can come forth and say, "Look, he was inappropriate with me, and this is just another case." And he been with CNN for years. CNN is my favorite go-to news outlet, and this man has been with CNN for quite a while, and now his whole career is gone. So I think he's thinking about suing. But yeah, men, you got to watch your conduct. You have to, and that's all men, black men, white men, all men. Watch your conduct. Don't say nothing inappropriate to women in the workplace. Don't touch women inappropriately. And even if you're having a conversation with a woman, make sure there's somebody present. Even if a man is in a position to be a supervisor, if he needs to meet with a female employee, maybe he needs to have a secondary person in the office as a witness to make sure nothing is going down. So I think men have to do things a little bit differently now. Men are going to have to start doing things differently. Going to have to start, doing some different stuff in the workplace to make sure, because it's you got to protect yourself as a man. Um, so it's you just gotta make sure that you're on the up and up. You know, watch your conduct, men. Watch your conduct, especially black men, because um, they can't wait to lock black men up. Can't wait. So let me know if you heard this story. Let me know in the comment section what your thoughts are on it. And especially men, men, go ahead and sound off in the comment section. But yeah, we in the Me Too movement. Beware. Okay, until the next video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like and share. Until the next video, peace and love. This is Sweet June.